I hope you can fucking hear me because, you know, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I'm just gonna talk like this. I don't fucking care. Alright, so the topic of this video is that I just wanted to talk about, I wanted to talk about emotional intelligence and specifically the niche that I'm in. The fucking, the emotional intelligence and helping, young men fucking. I don't like to say young men because it sounds too, I don't like young men because I make content for everybody, whether you're a woman, whether you are a man, whether you are a fucking, I don't know, whether you are an alien. I make content for everybody because my goal is just to help you become more emotionally intelligent and live a more fulfilling life. That's it. So the topic for today's videos, for the debate, the topic for today's video is it's a really big problem that I've seen in this space that I'm in of emotional intelligence. I feel like this doesn't get talked about a lot. I feel like nobody really. I feel like when I was starting out my journey on emotional intelligence, I remember I used to watch a lot of content on it. I used to do a lot of research on it. I even scouted some books on it. I'm not much of a reader because my brain is just too dumb to process what the fuck I'm reading. But I used to watch a lot of videos on it. If I want to read a book, I just go and ask ChatGPT for a summary or the main ideas. Is there a Loki a bitch move? I don't know, but that's my that's my that it is what it is. You can have it all, right? I can't fucking read. I'm illiterate basically. It's yeah, it's embarrassing, but that's how it's gonna be. Ah, now yes. So basically, yeah, forget that part. Okay, so basically, I was trying to say that when I was starting out my journey on emotional intelligence, and I was working on myself, and I was trying to become. I was trying to sort out why I was insecure, why I had all these, I had all these problems in my emotions, why I was hurting so much. If you guys have been keeping track of my content and if you have been watching it, you know that I started my journey in emotional intelligence right when I joined college, because that was a really fucking bad time for me. Like it was a fucking, it was hell. I don't want to go back to that time. Actually, I kind of want to do because I would love to make new experiences and try out new stuff that I didn't try before because of my insecurities. But I'm getting off the point. When I started this journey on emotional intelligence, it was like I was I had this problem that I did not know how to talk to people. Right? Obviously I can talk to people, but I had this fear of talking to people for some reason. Like I was too afraid, too intimidated to talk to people. Now. Like this was one of the problems that I tackled. I thought about why it was like that. Why couldn't I talk to people? Why it was so hard for me to connect with others? Now I like I said, I did a lot of research on it. I did a lot of journaling on it. I I basically everything there is to consume about emotional intelligence. I've been there. So but this was it. It was like all majority of the majority of the solutions are found to my problem of why I couldn't talk to people. Like I'm just taking this one for example because this was one of the problems that I tackled, and it's not the only one in my mind right now. So this was one of the problems that I tackled. Now, when I was researching on it, why I was like this and what the fuck, like what is going on, I couldn't really find a solution to it. I found answers. I found a lot of ideas that reflected the idea of self-reflecting, of journaling, of thinking to your past, and of linking it back to your childhood experiences and stuff like that. But I could not really find anything that told me how to get rid of it. It's like if you have a beautiful tree right here, if you want to grow a beautiful tree right here, and you have like a fucking cactus here or some shit. There are two steps on how you're gonna grow a beautiful tree right here. The number one step is you're gonna fucking cut the cactus off, and then you're gonna plant the seed for that tree to grow, right? So it was like when I was researching and when I was thinking about all of this, and when I was just trying to figure out what was wrong with me, all I really found was the first part of cutting the cactus off. I couldn't really find the second part of that told me how the fuck do I grow the tree, how the fuck do I plant the seeds, how do I get this beautiful tree. Okay, now I've cut the cactus off, how the fuck do I get the tree? Like that was a problem that I faced, and I did not know what the fuck to do, because I could not find that answer anywhere. It was like, okay, I linked it back to my childhood experiences. I know why I don't like to talk to people. It's because I went through this. I know what bothers me when I try to talk to people. It's this. But what the fuck do I do with it? I know exactly what the problem is, but what the fuck is the solution? That's the thing, right? I've cut the cactus off, but how the fuck do I plant the seed? And now, for a long time, it was like that. I just wrote down the reasons for why I had this XYZ problem, and but I did not know what the fuck to do with it. So I just wrote it down and just kept it in a journal somewhere. Now, as I grew on this journey, as I got more as I consumed more content on it, and as as I did my own homework, and I just journaled on myself, and I just observed stuff around me. It was like, the answer to this was, you have certain beliefs in your head. Like right now, I when I was talking about, I had problem talking to people. The belief in my head during that time was, if I try to talk to people, then people might hurt me, people might reject me, people might humiliate me. Like, those were the beliefs that I had. Now, they are not objective beliefs, they are not real beliefs, they're just the beliefs that have been shaped by your by the events that you had. And these beliefs are like formed before the age of before adulthood. Like, majority of the beliefs that you have are formed around your childhood anyway. So like, those beliefs don't have really anything to do with reality, they're just projections of your past. So that's a problem. You don't want to live with those beliefs, because they don't serve you any value. Like this belief that I had, that talking to people is fucking scary. If I kept this belief on in my head and just went the rest of my life with it, my life would be fucking terrible. I would not know how to talk to people. I would not I would not make friends. I would not marry. I would not fucking connect with anyone. I would be a fucking lonely loser. And it's all because of this fucking one belief that I had, that was formed before I even reached adulthood. Like, what the fuck, right? So I don't want you guys to miss out on anything, on any of the good things in life, just because you are being run by your past beliefs, and whatever you went through in your past. So that's basically what I'm trying to get at. That there are beliefs in your head that dictate everything you do, and those beliefs are, like, you can't recall your beliefs. If I sat you down on this chair right here, and I said, okay, write down all the all the subconscious beliefs that you have in your mind, you would not be able to write fucking shit. You would just take a pen and piece of paper and maybe write one or two down. That's gonna be it. You're not gonna fucking do anything with it, because these beliefs, like, they're subconscious beliefs. You can't you can't grasp them on command. That's not how it works. So basically, what I explained so far in this video is that you have beliefs in your head, and these are the beliefs that are the actual problem. It's not the insecurities. The insecurity is a symptom of the belief. Like, if you are insecure about your nose, it's probably like a belief that big noses are ugly. Like, it's a belief that you have. It's not the insecurity itself, it's the belief that supports the insecurity. So everything in your life, like the insecurities that you have, and the traumas that you have, and the anxieties that you have, and the fucking emotional problems that you have, all of them are that are related, if not directly affected by the beliefs. So if you tackle the beliefs, if you work on the belief, then the other things, that they can be sorted out eventually. So how do you deal with those beliefs? Well, I feel like it's safe to say that a majority of the beliefs that we have are fucking, they're not very supportive of what we want, right? If I thought that talking to people is scary, it's not gonna take me anywhere in life. If I thought that talking to people is a good thing, then it would help me, right? But I had this belief that talking to people is scary. So like, that's a fucking no. Like, don't that's fucking don't do that shit, right? Don't believe that. So majority of the beliefs that we have, if not all, like obviously not all, but like a lot of the beliefs that we have, they're not very they're not very favorable of where we want our life to head. Like, they're not very favorable of our life trajectory. What the fuck am I saying? I just keep using words, right? I'm just kidding. I know what the fuck I'm saying. Don't get too excited. So the main point that I'm hitting the 10-minute mark, and here is the main point. If So I've established that there are beliefs that you gotta sort out, and why, how these beliefs affect your life and stuff like that, and how you work on it. So the first step on it was to cut the cactus off, like to think about where these beliefs came from, to journal about it, to do your homework on it, to think about where these beliefs come from, to think about to think back to your childhood experiences, like to basically derive information out of yourself as to where these beliefs come from. That's the first part, right? That's the cutting of the cactus. Now the second part of the planting the seed, that's rewiring these beliefs, that's reversing these beliefs. For example, as like I said, I had this belief that people were scary. So the first thing I did was I thought back to my past experiences and stuff like that, and found out why I had that belief in the first place. That was the first part. Now the second part would have been that I should have watched more videos on people hanging out. I should have read more books on how to that book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Maybe I should have read that book. I should have watched videos of fucking even YouTubers just hanging out and vlogging. Like, these things might seem stupid. Like, why the fuck are you watching videos of YouTubers hanging out? But these, like, they subtly, how do you say that? They subtly rewire your mind to think a certain way. Like, the outcome of me watching a group of YouTubers hanging out would have been that maybe hanging out with people is not so bad at all. Like, you get what I'm saying, right? I'm not telling you to fucking watch these YouTuber vloggers. I'm just telling you that whatever works for you and whatever you think is going to help you think a certain way, then you should fucking do it. If you feel like, I don't know, if you feel like watching a certain type of videos is going to help you think more positively, or it's going to rewire this belief of yours, then fucking do it. If you think that this book is going to help you do XYZ in your beliefs, then fucking do it, right? The key is to fucking just be honest to yourself. Don't waste your fucking time, and just uh, just work on rewiring those beliefs. Do whatever you can and consume the type of stuff that helps you conquer and overcome these negative beliefs that you have. That's basically what I wanted to say and get off my chest in this video. If you have been if you related to anything I said in the video, like not finding answers to what the fuck to do with insecurities, I hope this video was this was somewhat helpful to you. And if it was, then definitely let me know. And whatever like, yeah, if you guys have any problems on, if you're facing XYZ emotions and XYZ problems, then feel free to message me. I would like to know what people in my space are thinking about and what they're worrying about. Like, I would definitely love to know that. But yeah, that's basically all I have for this video.